Hello, friends. I am Spire meteorologist James Van Fleet, and in today's forecast video, we are headed back to Europe, not only addressing the storms that are currently ongoing, but several lined up to move in right after this system that's on us moves out. Three more in the barrel. In fact, even talking today with one of our clients, Procedure, that does ship voyage optimization and routing for companies. And they are having to route and mitigate moving some ships around due to the heavy storms up in the North Sea and the North Atlantic for some of their assets and clients. Do you need the same kind of protection where you can see the best modeling out there to mitigate and plan for your supply chain, your operations, your assets? Let's talk about it. Show you some of the features that help make decisions for our businesses who are our clients. This ongoing system, as we talked about, that moves up into portions of Finland and then on into Western Russia over the next 24 to 48 hours. But it's all of this that we're taking a look at from the northwest tip of Spain all the way back to South Florida. There are three systems lined up, and I want to take you through what we will be anticipating. So again, you're ready because there is likely not much break coming for about another week or 10 days. This is our European sector. I'm going to break this down in just 1 second for you because I know it's a lot on your screen. But this is our high resolution European sector of our Spire models. And in this model, you get an hour by hour forecast out to 6 days, and the resolution is down to 3 kilometers. Incredible resolution for the modeling that we have. Now, I want to first address and take a look at the systems that are coming through. Then we're going to talk about the temperature swing for a lot of you, as well as what the winds are looking like in these systems. So in taking a look, again, the current system that is between Denmark, Norway, and Sweden and Finland moves off as we stated. But where I want to draw your attention is back here over Germany, over France, over portions of the UK, into Switzerland, and then eventually on into Czech Republic, on into Slovenia and Hungary, Slovakia, and those regions. But as you take a look, again, Wednesday, Thursday, Friday, it just keeps coming. This system in the middle here that will impact France, Switzerland, Germany, we will also need to watch for potential severe weather as that one dives down into the Mediterranean. South Italy, I would be definitely keeping an eye on regions like Naples and also towards Greece, due to the fact that this will slide right over some of the higher populations of Greece by the time we get into early next week, if not, already by Sunday, definitely by Monday. So backing this up, talking about on top of the precipitation that will fall, and we're talking high winds. In fact, today, especially this system that is going to move out of Denmark, 25 meter per second winds for Americans watching. That's about 50 miles per hour, give or take a few. And then again, coming back to the south, as these systems move in Wednesday and Thursday, the Bay of Biscay, for those mariners who are running from the North Sea through the North Atlantic, we are in the range of 30 meter per second winds. Again, for Americans, that's over 60 mile per hour winds in the Bay of Biscay, which is a notorious maritime region of the world, one of several, but it is very well known as an area to watch out for when systems like this come across. And many companies need to either slow down, figure out a different route, or speed up if they're already in this region to get out of it in the days ahead. So having said that, that system, even moving into France, will produce some pretty high winds in a lot of areas south of Paris, but a majority of the country, we are seeing anywhere from 17 to around 21 meter per second winds early Wednesday. And that will see a little bit of a lull in the evening on Wednesday to only pick back up again on Thursday, back into that range of 17 to 20 meter per second winds. Still seeing again in the Bay of Biscay, 25 to 30 meter per second wind gust in this next system. And then the last one aims a little more for the areas back in northern France and portions of the UK. Of all of them, this third one is looking the weakest. But I do want to point out again, back towards Italy, here's the second system. And as it comes in off of the south of France towards South Italy, The Mediterranean winds also in the range of around 30 meters per second. And then look as this comes through this next system, the third one, same thing in the same region between Barcelona and Marseille. We will see as high as 24 to 25 meter per second wind gusts. And that's a Mistral wind, of course. Those mariners who are familiar with this area, that would be coming up. Lastly, I just want to address what a wild temperature range we're seeing for Europe. And as I zoom out, I'll show you it's been super cold up around the UK, Belgium, and the Netherlands, barely above freezing by a couple to a few degrees. So quite chilly. And in fact, even in the north in Scotland, we're below freezing with the system that's on us. But in the days ahead, that cold moves right down into areas that have been unseasonably warm regarding France, Switzerland, again, Germany, and portions of Italy. However, Spain and Portugal, which have been significantly above average, will continue. So you'll see here, this is your line of the cold air and the warm air. And I mean, look at just a handful of kilometers. We're at 13 degrees Celsius around Orleans, France, and then 3.5, 10 degrees Celsius difference in that cold air that we are seeing with these systems. But watch as we go through Thursday and Friday. Yeah, that front starts to drop in over Belgium, Luxembourg, Germany, and most of France, getting down even into the Mediterranean with 4 degrees Celsius temperatures, quite cold there. But as we take a look, there's the line. So Spain and Portugal, again, well above 14, 15 degrees Celsius around Andorra, around Valencia. Barcelona, a little cooler, around 10, 11 degrees Celsius. But compared to other areas, even down around Grenada, we are finding even Cadiz and Gibraltar around 16, 17 Celsius. So huge swing in temperatures depending on the region that your businesses are operating out of. So big heads up for that cold weather and preparing for freezing temperatures, but also the heat that is not typical for this time of the year for Spain and Portugal. That covers what we're addressing in Europe for today. Have a fresh take around the world, plenty more areas to talk about. There is a lot of active weather in the next 7 to 10 days, and we'll address it. I'll see you tomorrow with the next edition of Spire Weather and Climate Video.